She's got the spark, he's got the spark, they got the spark. You need the spark, you can get it at MonicaSparks.com.
Hello, my name is Stanley Steps. I'm a wealth advisor and financial educator. I work with individuals and families on personal finance as well as more detailed aspects of their financial future like retirement planning, estate planning, and so on. I have a few tips for you today on as it relates to your personal finances. And what I find in my work in individuals, young and old, high net worth, low net worth, high income, medium income, is really taking time out to create a budget that fits your lifestyle. Making sure that that income you have coming in versus those expenses are able to meet your goals and your objectives. It's when you sit down and craft that budget, which is really the first start. I don't care if you're making six figures or you're working at McDonald's and you're bringing in 15 grand a year, you definitely want to make sure that things line up. And so one of the tips that I have for you is look at, number one, do I have an adequate amount of money in an emergency fund? Some experts may say $1,000 is an adequate amount, but I challenge you to go a step further and consider, if I were to lose my job today, how long would it take me to maybe find another position? If my car were to break down, what is that expense? That's something I definitely want to have immediately available in a savings account, checking account, money market at your local financial institution. And then moving beyond that budget, I think we all are in a place where we want to eliminate debt. So when we talk about debt elimination, a big starting point is having an adequate emergency fund so that if something were to arise, like a car issue, you don't have to go back to the credit cards. And so when we're talking about eliminating debt, there's several strategies out there that you could employ, like a debt snowball. So imagine with a debt snowball strategy, you have, say, 3 debt obligations: an auto loan, credit card, and maybe a student loan. So that debt snowball strategy, you're going to continue making your payments on every single debt obligation, but you're going to attack that smallest debt obligation. Once that's paid off, you then roll that minimum payment onto the next one. So it kind of gives you that idea of a snowball. It's building momentum in eliminating your debt. And then third, looking at your credit. Some of you out there may say, well, I have good credit. It's not really an issue for me. If I'm at a store, I apply for a card and I get it. But right now we have a major issue in our country with identity theft. There may be errors on your credit report, which is an issue that's come up. And a lot of individuals don't know this, but those 3 credit bureaus are all private entities. These are not government programs. And so, any organization can make mistakes. So I do encourage you to check your credit report and be a good steward of your credit. Another personal expert of mine in the industry, and I love his standpoint, is that even if I have bad credit, it's not indicative of my character. And so don't feel bad if you do have that low score, you're having trouble getting finance. Over time, that can be corrected. And so I just challenge you to, one, look at your budget, put those things on paper. It may be good, it may be ugly, and it may be bad, but it can always be corrected. And the best starting point is to put it down on paper. Number 2, looking at your debt, and figuring out what items should I attack first. What's a priority for me to eliminate? Is it that debt obligation with the highest interest rate, or that one with that lowest balance? And then lastly, looking at our credit. And so, being a good financial steward, it does take discipline, and it takes you making those tough decisions to help you reach your financial goals. So thank you for allowing me to spend time with you on some financial matters.
She's got the spark, he's got the spark, they got the spark. You need the spark, you can get it at MonicaSparks.com.